Okay. Hello, I am the host of the Diseased Sphincter channel. It is currently dark outside, so it's like perfect. I think it is becoming winter. Thanksgiving is in a few days from now. So, for anyone who's watching this, I just want to say have a happy early Thanksgiving. It's in a few days from now. And that's great. And it doesn't really get too cold outside here in Florida. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? No, just wait for it to be 2 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be cold as hell. I hate how at 12 it's not too cold. I can walk around outside. I can walk around outside naked, and it's not going to matter. It's not going to be cold at 12 o'clock. But at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can be in scarves and sweaters with a billion jeans and a million hats and beanies. But it's going to be like cold. At least at this location of Florida. For me. I don't know about you. If you're in Florida, you're probably saying, no, fuck you. It doesn't get too cold at 2 o'clock in the morning, but it does for me. It does for me. I make it sound as if, like, the ice age happens at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, every time at 2 o'clock in the morning, the ice age occurs here in Florida. In reality, it doesn't. That's just what goes on inside my mind. Inside my mind, I look out the window. Holy shit, make fires. We need fire pits. Turn up the AC to 1,000,000,000 degrees Fahrenheit or else we're all gonna die. It's the ice age. Yeah. That's what goes on inside my mind at 2 o'clock in the morning if I'm still awake. Which I usually always am, even before school. I don't just mean, oh, it's Sunday, it's school tomorrow, and I'm up at 2 o'clock. I mean, I can be up at 2 o'clock Tuesday, 2 o'clock in the morning. And know that I'm only getting a few more hours of sleep. Or a few hours of sleep after I go to sleep. Whatever, I don't care. Screw you if you want to correct me. Yeah, fully dark outside, so look at that beautiful glare. And you can probably see what looks very faintly a difference in color. That's my cat. Yeah, so, no. There's not really much to talk about. I forced myself to start recording so that I could get a video up. I think my last video was a day ago. I don't know how I feel about uploading a video every day. I think I might want to do it like maybe every week. That's better for me. I'm 14, so I gotta do lots of homework and study. Homer and studying. Yeah, Homer from The Simpsons visits once every week, and so I have to do it. That's what I said, right? Do Homer and study. No. But, yeah, homework and studying. I don't do it, and I still get good grades. Spoiler, I still get good grades. That's just what happens. I don't need to study. That's what's cool about me. I passed every math test I got last year. Didn't study for every single one of them. They were all too easy. I'm not trying to, brag and say I'm super smart. I'm saying that the tests are way too damn easy. The schools are setting us up for failure. Have fun. And some of y'all realize it too. Some of y'all will realize it and then go on to say that school's like really important. And really, what the schools do is they make us take in all this information, and then once it comes to the final test, we regurgitate all that information, and then we forget about it because we don't need it anymore. Not for the next year. For the next year, we're learning completely different new things. I mean, we might use some of what we learned last year, but for the most part, they reteach us that. So you're taking the information, regurgitate it, go on to the next year, taking the information, regurgitate it. By the time you graduate, you already need a calculator, like for your everyday life. Mostly because, if you graduate, you're not in school anymore. You're not going to do that all in your head or on paper. And you're going to buy a calculator for $3. You can get a calculator for $3. It might be old and crappy, but a calculator's a calculator. Parents buy their kids phones. Even if it's a real crappy cheap phone. Parents buy their kids phones, and those phones come with calculators. And even if they don't have a phone, they can look, oh crap, I accidentally kept this old phone. I forgot to throw it away 5 years ago. May as well use this calculator. Because you don't use it anymore. You learn all this math, but then you don't use it anymore. You just use the calculator. Do you think a scientist purposely writes everything down on a board? They have a calculator right by their side. That does the work for them. They know how to use a calculator. They're not two. And even a 2-year-old might know how to use a calculator. It's easy. You just type in buttons, click the equal sign, and it does magic. It's like magic, okay? I don't understand how a calculator works. No one does. You use it and you know how to use it, but in reality, you don't understand how that thing works. You don't. You can look inside a calculator and you're going to be wondering what all that stuff is, but you don't know what it is. You truly don't. Because you don't know how it works. I like using this phone, but I don't know what's inside it. I don't know how this works. I didn't invent the phone, and I don't make them for a living. And even then, no one makes anything for a living now. We have machines, and we don't even know how those same machines work. People use these machines for years. They don't know what's inside them or how they work. They don't know what gears move all this stuff and crap. Because we don't care. We just care that we have it. We don't care that we know how to use it or how it works. We just want to have it so that we can use it, which is why we learn how to use it barely. We just start messing with it until we know kind of what to do. Now, some people know how computers work. I know how a computer works. No, wait, I don't know how it works. I just know what's inside it and how to put it together. But I don't know how any of it goes through all these computing processes and how this works and why it's still able to happen. I just know what's inside it, how to put it together, and use it. Yeah. You think about it. You don't know how any of this stuff works. We barely even know how cars works, and we use them and fix them all the time. But when it comes to the science of it, and what really, to the very bare bottom of that car's ass, we don't know how to use it. Well, not use it, but how it works. You know how the parts of the engine goes together, and how to use it and drive it. But you don't know how that car works. And I'm writing this joke way too long. I'm writing the joke too long. But we're screwed. My generation is going to screw things up. Think about it. Just look at all the SJWs going around. That's my generation. Generation X, I think, is the one before us, our parents. They're not doing any of this. They're not the ones screwing up the world. They came from harsher times. Yeah. But they're not screwing up the world. If anything, they know how to make us better. Make us and the world better. And they're warning us, but we don't want to do that. We're millennials. We want to do our own thing, which I definitely want to do. I just want to do my own thing and not take shit for it. I'm going to have to take shit for it, but yeah. I still get to do my own thing, right? As long as I'm making money and I'm successful, I don't care what goes on in this world. And that's how everyone is now, even our previous generation, the one that raised us, 14-year-olds, 20-year-olds. Yeah, you 20-year-olds are millennials, by the way. I think anyone born after, like, what, 1992 is a millennial now? Somewhere in, like, the very early 1990s, if you're born after that, you're a millennial. And that's most 20-year-olds, by the way. Anyone from the very early 1990s is pretty much 30. Which makes them not millennials. And sensible. We want to make the world better, we really do, but I think we just don't know how to do it. You have this problem where we don't want to listen to, like, the older generations. Because in our minds, the older generations are out of date. So they kind of are, in a way. When it comes to times, yeah, but when it comes to, thinking power, no. Not at all. We're the ones who are out of date on thinking power. We don't know how to think at all. I don't know if the older generation just did a bad job on teaching us how to think. Or if we just have, like, some sort of genes that make us stupid. But you know what? We're really stupid. I think I actually do know. I think it's the technology. We rely on technology so much that we become stupid. Back then, calculators didn't exist. They needed what they learned in school. Nowadays, hey, what's 20 plus 5 billion? No, get the calculator. Who cares? Yeah. That's how worthless we are now. We're not willing to do our own work. There's people that want free college. That's not sensible. You can't have a free college, a huge campus where students can even live in dorms. Yeah, that shouldn't be free. Thus, you're learning advanced things that will actually help you. Not like when you go to school. Okay, school doesn't help you. That's like, not even like the really expensive schools, private schools and stuff help you. That's not higher education. That's just scamming you, okay? Don't send your kid to a fucking private school. You're just being scammed. They teach your kids how to be gentlemen there. Oh, what the fuck? I learned manners in kindergarten. I'm cussing, but no one cares, okay? You watching the video probably don't really care all that much that I'm cussing. Probably think, who cares? 14-year-old cussing, that happens everywhere. You always cuss. Your parents tell them not to, but they do anyway, so who cares? Just let them be a kid. You'll go out of it. It's probably what's going through your mind. Because that's what everyone thinks. Until we don't stop cussing. You were 14 once. People thought you would stop cussing. You didn't stop cussing. You're still cussing. People in their 70s are cussing. You don't think they would, but they do. They cuss. People don't care about cussing. They get real offended when someone else cuss, and they act like they care, but in all reality, come on, who cares? It's just a word. The only reason the word offends anyone is because you're letting it offend people. If the word offends you, you're letting it offend you. And the worst part, the worst part is you're doing that purposely. You're letting it offend you. You're letting yourself believe that the word is offensive. Therefore, when anyone says it anywhere around you, you get offended. But if you just not care, then it doesn't become offensive. It becomes a word. It's just meaningless. A million words can't make a feeling, or a picture, or money. Money is useful, words aren't. Unless you're trying to communicate. But even then, that's not even useful anymore, because nothing anyone says now is actually, like, worth anything. Now people talk, and they talk about what they want. What they want to do. What they feel. That's not useful. Unless those words can make you some money and make you more successful, it's not worth saying. You're being really unuseful when you're talking by saying stupid things that don't matter. So say some smart things that help the economy and the world. Nah, but you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. I already know, and I'm not going to do that either. I'm a hypocrite. Us hypocrites don't do anything. We do what we want, and then we say that we don't want to do it. We say that we hate crime, but then we commit crimes. I'm not saying that every hypocrite does that, but I'm sure there's a few of them. I can say that I hate chocolate bars. Next week, you will see me eating a chocolate bar and enjoying it too. I wasn't just forced to eat that chocolate bar. I wanted it. I never hated chocolate bars. I'm a hypocrite. I don't think that's actually something that happened. That's the example. And yes, I predicted that you think it's something that would have happened. Because I know there's people out there who'd watch this and then think that happened. That didn't happen. That's just the example. I'm having to come up with stuff to talk about. You know, I started this video. It's really like a practice of my ability to improvise topics and things to talk about, things that would be entertaining. And so I decided, what better to not talk about than the fact that I have nothing to talk about. Because then that brings up a conversation, doesn't it? Because you can go up to someone and say, hey, and then you're like, and they'd be like, hey, what's up with you? And what do you want to talk about? I don't have anything I want to talk about. And you're like, oh man, that sucks. They don't have anything you want to talk about. Me neither. And you'd be like, yeah, that really does suck. Hey, by the way, I think this sucks. Really, I think this sucks too. Why don't we talk about why this sucks? Talking about, just saying, yeah, I have nothing to talk about. I can bring that up. It may not, but it can. It really can. Or you can like, yeah, but do you know what not sucks? Or do you know what doesn't suck? That's a better way of saying it. It sounds more smart. You wouldn't say smarter, because smarter is not really a word. That's just something people say. Because they don't want to say not smart. Because smarter is shorter than not saying not smart. Or than not saying? No, than saying not smart. Yeah. And, I don't feel cold, but I'm definitely starting to feel the effects of a cold. That's always fun, right? Definitely feel like I'm about to piss my pants. That's not the effect of a cold. That's just something I genuinely feel. This video's been going on for almost 18 minutes, well 19 minutes. Not almost 19 minutes. It's been going on for 18 and a half minutes now. Oh, I'm just dumb. I'm just looking at things because I have nothing to talk about. Look at this. That doesn't bring up anything to talk about, doesn't it? That's basically what this video is about now. It's about nothing. As you can see, I have nothing to talk about. Hey, you can't really see them well. Those are pine trees. I don't know if you can actually see them. That's something to talk about, is pine trees, right? Because I can always go up to someone and say, hey, what about these pine trees? There's a ton of them and not much of anything else, right? Because that's what happens when you're in Florida. It's pine trees, I see some pine trees, and there's also a few pine trees. Oh wait, what about those pine trees over there? I'm not pointing the phone at anything. As you can see, you might be able to see my driveway as I point the phone at that, but you get the example. There's some oak out here. There's 4 oaks in my yard. But that's nothing compared to a few billion pine trees. All of Jennings State Forest is made out of pine trees. All around Florida's pine trees. If you live in Florida, you know what I'm talking about. Let's see, we got pine tree, maple, oak, magnolia, There's cedar down here, I think. Yeah, no, there's cedar, because there's a cedar tree in my friend's backyard. I just like to over-exaggerate the amount of pine trees, because it gets the point across well while still sometimes being funny, if I'm bringing it up towards new people. Yeah. That's me sniffing up my own. Oh my God. Yeah, this sucks. It really sucks. I don't talk about my life in these videos. I want to keep that a mystery. I want to keep that for y'all to find out what's going on. I want to be found in locations. I want other people to give out tiny hints about what I'm doing. I want people to create rumors. I want everything that I do to be a mystery. I don't want people to know where I'm going to be going next week or what my plans are. I want that to be something people have to find out for the fun of it. I want to create like a program. That's one thing that'd be fun, is to create a program. I'm not sure about what. I'm trying to think. I had the idea in my mind. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do. No one knows my name. No one who watches my videos, except for the few friends who watch my videos, knows my name. My name may have been said in a few older videos a while down the line, but officially no one knows my whole or even first name. Unless you want to do some searching. I want to like create and host a website that's filled with dark, creepy fucking shit. Not like the dark web, deep web, but deep web. Something that's legal. It's not filled with like illegal, gory things, but just weird things that might freak some people out. And then there would be like this hidden link to my name. Like something that reveals my name. Like you have to watch it. It's not at a certain point in the video. It's just somewhere in there you gotta watch the whole thing if you want to find my name. It's either that or you're clicking on the little bar that takes you to different points in the video a long time to find it. Like an hour-long video. Somewhere in there, it's either shown or even said. For like a frame, it would be shown. Or even said you had to have a really sharp eye. Or maybe I had to whisper it out. You gotta have sharp ears. Someone would find it in there, and there'd be like 3 separate videos. But it'd be really hard to want to find them at a certain point in this page. Even if it was at the top. Because you'd be too creeped out about what's going on. Just random creepy stuff I'd find and post it on there. Like a blog for creepy things and creepy people. People would find this linked to my YouTube channel, this page, in the about. But it'd be JAMB, and that'd be important later on down the line when you figure out my name and my friend Matt and my friend's name. I'm not editing my almost reveal of my friend's name. Actually, I wonder if I said my name at the beginning of this video. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm just like improvising and saying things that come to the top of my head, so yeah. Really am I thinking what I say throughout this video. It's just whatever comes to mind. I'm going to say it. If it does something, then it does something. That wasn't loud or hard enough. But at the same time, I don't want to hit a car that hard. That's just cruel. That's car cruelty. Car cruelty! Yeah! Well, what are you doing? The people don't want me to do. Ew, I'm dizzy as fuck now. Shouldn't have done that spinning. Okay, I think the dizziness is pretty much over. Okay, it is. Yeah. I like conspiracies and mysteries. I like dark conspiracies. It's fun for me to study them and look into them. I'm not a conspiracy theorist myself. Sometimes. I'm not a conspiracy theorist myself. I'm not like super crazy where I actually believe that's what's happening. I just like to come up with these crazy conspiracy theories for the fun of it. And then look into it and see if I can actually find some sort of evidence. And if I can, then I'm gonna like upload it and be like, yeah, this is my new conspiracy theory. And this is the actual evidence I found for it somehow. Can't believe it. I kind of want to make some top 10s one day. A few top 10s. So far I make gaming videos and I made a few skits. And still make skits today with my friend. We make skits together. None of them have been uploaded to my channel. They get uploaded to his channel. But I want to get a few on my channel. I like skits. I like games. As much as I used to. I mean, I will play a game for a good few hours, but other than that, it's YouTube. Don't worry, I'm not going to become a reaction channel. I'm not that much of a sellout and an asshole. You, Cow Kitten. Yeah, you. You're being recorded. What do you think of that? Other people are going to see you all over the online. All over the interwebs. That's the closest you're going to get to knowing what I look like is that shadow. Yeah, boy. My shadow. My shadow. As you can see, I'm turning back to look at it. Look at his broad, shadowy shoulders. Ugh. God. Don't worry, I'm not getting a cold. The only reason I'm really getting the sniffy sniffs right now is because I'm not wearing a shirt. Hey, Goliath. Other cat. I wish there was a camera mode for when I'm recording. Other than that, that's zoom. Beep, 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 beep. Come on, there's zoom, zoom. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Wish I knew how to turn on camera mode while I'm recording, like put up the thing. That'd be really useful. Maybe I have to put on camera mode before I record, because there's a camera mode that I've used before to be able to see in the dark better. So by the way, you know I got that nice foam glaring light to be able to see out in the dark. Bill Cosby impression in 1, 2, 3. My name. Oh man, I can't do Bill Cosby. Back in the day, I can't remember what his voice sounds like. You'll see when you step on a rock. I can't remember what Bill Cosby's voice sounds like. So it makes it really hard to do an impression. You'll see that when you step on a rock. It's basically just my voice, but really fucking dumb. Because I can't remember what his voice is. You know what? Hank Hill impression coming in now. Whoa! God dang it, Bobby. Bobby, God dang it. I don't use charcoal. I huff propane. Stop bugging Ladybird. She's innocent. This sounds more like my voice than anything else. My voice as if I was trying to make it deeper. Because I can't do a good impression. God dang it. Lady Bird. I sell propane and propane accessories. I sell bad impressions and bad impression accessories. That sounds like it could be a real thing. Whoa, whoa. That was my Hank Hill impression, and it really sucks. Bye. Okay, viewers, I'm back. That was Hank Hill. That's my impression of Hank Hill. Don't worry, I'm not going to call you audience. Do you remember Tobuscus? Remember back when he was a thing? I watched a few of his videos. I never really enjoyed him too much. But he pioneered the gaming community, and he deserves respect for that. No, you don't remember him. It doesn't ring the bell. Okay. Just know that he's a dead channel. By Toby Turner. Does that ring a bell? Ah, yes, it does. Oh, but it only rings a bell without the whole sexual abuse and drug thing. Yeah, okay. Good enough. He must have been kind of a bad person, but he pioneered YouTube. He helped to be one of his pioneers. He's from the early days. Not too many of the early day people are still up. Too bad I can't be an early day pioneer for YouTube. Too bad I didn't join in the early days and come along and help it out. YouTube started at about 2009 when I was about 6, really. Wait, was I? And I think YouTube started about 2009, which means I must have been 6. That's the most information you're getting on my age. You're going to have to do all the math yourself. It's 2017. Keep that in mind. It's going to be an important factor to as my age today. This information is all for you to come up with yourself. There's a little bit of my body. Now you get to put all this information together. It's probably too blurry for you to be able to see who I am and what I look like, but have fun with that. That's part of the puzzle. Only the early day people might have a faint idea of what I'm like, or what I look like. My age, my friend, what he looks like, what his name is. This early day people are you. You get to be the community that pioneers this channel. But in reality, you don't tell me what this channel is. It's me who tells me what this channel is. This video